You're going to give them the 18-1 favorites, the second-best team to come out of the West? What are you, on drugs? LJA, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm saying. Vegas and the LJA. Who's sleeping with who? Is Adam Silver sleeping with somebody over there in Vegas? Or his ears flying away like Dumbo? He looked terrible, by the way. He went up there carrying that friggin' trophy. His ears, one of his ears were bigger than the friggin' trophy. I mean, honestly, his nose really stuck out, too. He looks like Poke Pinocchio. I am so tired of Adam Silver and the NBA and these executives thinking that this is a great sport and this is a great product that they have. Now, I'll go back to what I said. I know everybody's going to look at me and say, wait a second. Errol, you just said the product has been the best, the closest that it's ever been. Here's the problem.
Doesn't he look like Dracula?
Oh, man, he looks so bad. Dude, he is one of the goofiest-looking guys I've ever seen. All right? He is goofy. But nevertheless, he is goofy. He almost took over for Disney as the CEO of Disney. He's perfect. So that's how he left.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, getting back to the NBA and the way the NBA works. I love those bad guy teams, the Lakers of the 80s, the Celtics of the 80s, the 90s, or even the late 80s, the Detroit Pistons, or the Chicago Bulls, or the Rockets were a very likable team, so I can't say they were the mean people. Even San Antonio, they were a team that you cheered on because everybody liked Greg Popovich, and Tim Duncan was a quiet guy that went out there and played the game. But you like those bad guys. The Lakers of the early 2000s with Kobe Bryant, the assassin that he was, the Mamba, before he became the Mamba. And Shaquille O'Neal doesn't shut his mouth. I'm a diesel. I'm going to take the hoop and shove it up your ass. Those kind of guys. There was always those teams that you love to hate. LeBron James with the Miami Heat. Remember that? With Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. You love to hate those teams. Even the LeBron James of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. You hated those teams. The NBA don't have that anymore. Who do you hate? You have Indiana and Halliburton choking when he's playing in Madison Square Garden. Am I really that scared of Tyrese Halliburton and the crap that they have over there? OKC is a good young team. Do you think OKC is going to win the championship next year? Right now, when you look at the numbers and the statistics, you probably say no. They don't have that assassin over there. Shea is a great player. Is he really that much of an assassin over there for the Thunder? For that, you could say, oh man, they're going to absolutely win another title. There's a lot of questions there. So, I know Fish is sitting here laughing and happy that the Knicks have the best chance to win the East and maybe go to the NBA Finals. I don't trust the Knicks, and I don't trust the NBA because there's no team out there that scares me and says, hey, you know what? I don't want to play that team next year. I don't want to play because they have that assassin. They have Shea Alexander that really scares me. He's a great offensive player, but he doesn't scare me. That's why Halliburton, I thought, was the assassin of this series. Even though Shea was the better player, when Halliburton took over certain games, I think some people remember what Halliburton was doing in this series when he took over some of those games than Shea Alexander when he was averaging 28, 29 points in this series. So that's the only problem right now in the NBA. There's no assassin team that everybody wants to beat. Nobody. Golden State. I hated Golden State. Everybody hated Golden State when they would have Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. There's nothing out there right now in the NBA that the NBA provides where it says, hey, I want to play that team. And that's the problem right now with the LJA, LeBron James Association. LeBron James has taken this product and shoved it up his ass.
Kevin Durant's going to wake up the Rockets when he moves on over to them.
Could you imagine that?
Do we really think that this is going to lead to anything other than like a low playoff seed and a first-round exit?
I don't think they're going to be a low playoff seed. I think they're going to be
fifth. The West is stacked.
Yeah, a fifth.
Like, as bad as the East is as good as the West is next year.
I think they're a fifth or sixth seed. That's where I think the Rockets are. Now, if Kevin Durant stays healthy and he plays 68 games, I think the Rockets are a fourth seed. That's where I think they are. But I don't expect Kevin Durant to play 68 games. I'll be very surprised if Kevin Durant plays 48, 50 games. And what that tells me is when you're looking at the talent that they have around him, unless they're planning to add another piece this offseason, I just don't see it. I don't know where Vegas believes that they're an 18-1 favorite to come out of the West. It just doesn't make any sense. So I agree with you. They're stacked. The Western Conference is stacked. All right, we have a caller. He's been on our network for the last year and a half. Very happy to have him on. He is the lead guy for Snowman in the Morning, Brian Snow. Snowman, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, partner? Glad you're safe back from your trip, and thanks for having me on tonight. I appreciate it.
Well, we love you. You're unbelievable on the radio. You have a great personality and always give great sports takes. So what would you like to talk about?
Who the hell said the Houston Rockets will be competitive this coming year just because they got Kevin Durant?
I wonder.
Or as I love to say on my show in the mornings, what in the all types of blue hell is that?
Blue hell? Is that where Kevin Durant lives?
Right now he does.
Honestly,
that might be one of his Twitter handles now.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. All 7 or 8 of them, and maybe 10 of them by the time he's done with the Houston Rockets. You know, it's interesting. Vegas came out with the numbers today over the last 24 hours, and they gave him 18-1 odds, which is second right now in the Western Conference. What are your thoughts to that?
Second in the Western Conference. We're talking about the same Kevin Durant, whose best basketball was left in the Bay, mind you. His 2 best years were in the Bay. And now that he's going to be in his 18th season out of Texas and playing in Texas, and they say they're the second best team. I'll repeat a question that you said earlier in the conversation. Who else on that team frightens you?
Nobody. Van Vliet.
Who else on that team frightens you?
Van Vliet, who they tried to trade last year at the trade deadline, and nobody really wanted him. No, and you know what they tried to get for Van Vliet? I'm not even going to say because they're absolutely out of their minds if they think Van Vliet is worth any of the pieces they were offering.
I mean, does Oklahoma City really scare you next year? No. Do the Houston Rockets kind of scare you for next year?
No.
Not a chance. Okay? I always say on my show, to beat the champs, you have to unseat the champs. Somebody's going to unseat OKC, and unfortunately, in my eyes, they're going to be a one-hit wonder. And I have to borrow a phrase of yours, the LJA for the NBA. I got to start using that on my show. That is a classic.
Yes.
I got to use that.
Brian, you are the number one critic of LeBron James for like the last since you've called the show 6 years ago.
As long as you have listened to me on the air, which now covers 7 years, you know I do not, and it's not being critical of LeBron alone. I give you this word in kindness. It's these bronzexuals that piss me off.
Bronzexuals.
They try to get me every time with these LeBron James posts. You know, oh, he's top 10, he's top 20. Are you out of your rabbit-ass rat-picking mind? I can tell you 10 forwards off the top of my head that played a better fundamentally sound forward that are better than him. And I'll give you 2 names that really grate their nerves. And I keep bringing them up just because they grate their nerves. One is Tom Chambers. The other is Jack Sikma. I bring those 2 up.
You're going back, man. You're going back.
I know
back. Chambers. I don't know the other one.
I know them both. I know both players, and they were great players. But I'm going to tend to disagree with you. As you know, my thoughts to LeBron James, I think he's the second greatest basketball player of all time. I just look at numbers, and I know people are going to question numbers because of longevity, but you have to play and you have to last, and LeBron James has lasted, and he's had the longevity, so I'm not going to take that away.